to the show. Hi, I'm Randy Jeffers, and we are live from Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment capital of the world. Well, we have a really special show for you today. We have with us Sally Hunkin, and Sally is with IMS Barter, headquartered in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, right?
Yes, that's right.
But you are here at the local office in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yes.
Well, tell us a little bit about IMS.
Okay, so IMS stands for International Monetary Systems. We are the largest business-to-business trade organization in the country. We have about 16,000 members. And we also have currently about a little over 25 offices that covers each base in the States, so for their clientele.
So you have 16,000 members. Now, when you say 16,000 members, we're talking about businesses, right?
Yes.
So what kind of businesses are in the program?
Businesses such as hard good products, restaurants, clients that have shows. Vegas is one of the biggest one known for that.
Yeah.
Clients that signed up with IMS with shows, dentists, lawyers, attorneys. Anything you could basically think of has been signed up with IMS, from services to hard good products.
So this is probably something that a lot of people don't know about, but it's unique and innovative and really pretty cool, right? I mean, you can, if you have a business, what you can do is you sign up with you guys,
Yes.
and then you can sell your products to other members. Is that how it works?
Basically, yeah. So what I'm here for is I'm basically just another avenue for the businesses to go out and sell for them. How it works is they sign up with IMS, sales rep sends them over to me, which I will be brokering their account. I sell, whether it's service or hard good products, I'll start posting it onto we have a website, a marketplace, where they could post their items on there. For services, it would be me reaching out to the other local clients or even outside of our market, letting them know that we have this new client so that they could start beginning to build their trade balance.
So if I sell something, then what happens? I get points, or I get a...
Yeah, so you would accrue what we call our trade dollar.
Trade dollars, okay.
Yes, so rather than using cash, our whole purpose is for businesses to conserve their cash. So you, for example, you would be selling you own a restaurant and you want to go use one of our dentists. You go get some deep cleaning done. From there, that's when we transfer the total billing invoice to your trade balance, which is your own personal account that you would always have 24-hour access to. And then from there, you don't have to go back to for example, if they didn't want to go to your restaurant, they could always go and exchange with other members on IMS. So it basically cycles itself. You don't have to use the same client. You don't have to trade within each other, but you could always use other IMS members. So.
Okay, so if I own a restaurant, as an example, and one of my friends is a dentist, and he comes to my restaurant and wants to have a meal and do a trade, do I give him a special discount, or how does that part work?
So we do sell at retail. Everything's at retail
Everything's
price.
at retail, okay.
And so depending on how they want to set up their account, some of them we call script. It's basically looks like Monopoly money, where they could use that. Member goes in there, they eat at the restaurant, they pay them in the trade dollar, or a client could just go in there, use their barter card. It's kind of like a credit card. The client sends over, the restaurant owner will then send us the invoice, and then we'll run it through as if it's a credit card, and then we'll just transfer the funds to your trade account.
I see. So it's pretty easy then.
Yes, definitely.
So how come everybody in the world's not doing this? It seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah, definitely. You'd be surprised. I myself, before I started with IMS, I was never familiar with trade, but it's crazy to me that not a lot of business owners aren't familiar with it unless they meet someone like me, because it is a family-owned business. So it's spread by referral, word of mouth, advertising, of course. And so, I mean, we definitely are still trying to build up our base. It is increased a lot compared to the other barter companies, because we do have our other competitors too, and we also do have our groups that we actually what we call recips that we work with in case if we're not able to provide a certain product for that client or service, then we're able to work with the other barter companies to come together and then make sure that client's taken care of, which is nice. So it's definitely expanded.
So it's really just getting the word out, and I would imagine everybody will want to jump on this bandwagon, right?
I don't see why not, because cash is always going to be king, but it's always nice to save, especially when you're a business owner.
Exactly. So your company started in Milwaukee,
yes,
in Wisconsin.
In 1985.
In 85.
Yep. Don Murdoch. He actually started the business ground up. When I mean ground up, as in he started his business from his car, working out of his car, and went from that to now working with several different offices, again over 25 offices, and including franchise offices. So
Wow. Well, very good. Well, I happened to meet one of your co-workers. I think she supervises your region, I believe. Carol, right?
Carol Rowland, yes.
Carol Rowland, and she's in Milwaukee in the home office. Is that right?
Yes. Yep. She's based out of Milwaukee. I know she's very, very spontaneous. She's incredible, though.
She's pretty amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's it like working with somebody that's amazing like that?
It honestly is very comforting. It's more like family. Coming into, because I actually moved from Utah. I'm from Vegas, but I've been living in Utah the last 5 years, so I was kind of nervous coming back. But honestly, from the time she interviewed me, starting to work with her, explaining how barter works, I felt like it's definitely been family oriented. Got a chance to visit the office in April in Wisconsin. It was really comforting because just getting to meet the rest of the team, it's nice to put a name to the faces that I've been working with, talking over the phone. So it feels more like a family rather than just going in, waking up, going to work, but it's more family oriented, which I love about that. So everyone's been great.
Well, as you know, I had a chance to visit your office here in Las Vegas, and you have all kinds of things in there.
Yes, several different businesses. It is a showroom. We've cleaned up a lot more, so just so that it's more appealing for our. We get a lot of outside of the market, outside visitors, of course, because Vegas is a destination for a lot of tourists. So they do come by, do some shopping, which is nice. Showing them what else we have as far as with shows and other entertainment that we could provide for them. So it's nice to also advertise what we have in our market as well for the outside.
So
visitors.
people that are a member of IMS that live somewhere else and they come here, they can actually you can actually barter for a show for entertainment.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah, so any IMS members or if I was to go to Chicago, I'd be able to go to one of their broad shows that they have on IMS and spend in trade rather than spending in cash, which is the best part.
It's just a fascinating concept. Trading and bartering is something that's been around forever, probably way before even money. But and that just makes so much sense. But I guess the thing that you would think the reason you wouldn't want to do that is because I may want to trade with you, but I don't like what you have, right? And you don't like what I have. And so what this does is it puts it all into a neutral place, so you can just go pick and really get what you want, right?
Yes,
You're
definitely.
not dealing directly
Gives them
with somebody.
more options. Also, besides, as far as with trading within the IMS community, it's nice because we do have a big media team that does do a lot of advertising from billboards, vehicle wraps, radio, also magazines and newspaper, which is nice because it also increases your sales with your cash customers, which is nice.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
There's definitely other avenues for them as far as with building, especially for smaller businesses or medium businesses. It's definitely nice because it expands their sales too.
Well, before you tell me any more, let's do a little commercial for IMS, because I know there's people that are watching us right now that want to know. I mean, maybe they have a business and hey, I want to be a part of this. I want to at least find out how it works, right? So how do they get a hold of someone to find out?
So they can reach out to me directly, or they could also go onto imsbarter.com. From there, you can reach out to one of our sales rep. They'll get connected, get you set up. Any questions you have, they'll be able to take care of you, and then that's when they'll send over your account to us, which I'll be brokering.
So the website, let's do it real slow now. It's www.ims, that stands for International Monetary Systems. Okay, ims.com. And
barter.com.
It's barter.
Yes.
IMS barter, barter.com, right?
Yes.
So once they go there, then they'll be able to find all the information they need, the phone numbers and so forth?
Yes.
Okay. Now how about individuals? Or do you have to be a business?
Yes, we do have a few independent clients that are starting up their business. Some of them, it does work for them, just depending on what kind of business it is. It definitely does help, especially if they're starting up their business and there's certain things that they're looking for that it's probably way too expensive for them to pay out of pocket. That's when we come in handy too.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're in all the states, or you're all around the country?
Well, as far as with business-wise, yes. As far as with office-based in each state, we have about a little over 25.
So anyone can join from anywhere
Yes,
in the
anywhere.
United States.
We also have a huge thing that we do have is our travel department, which is incredible because we recently we've partnered up with other barter companies. As I was saying, there's about 13 of them, which is really nice because some of them, some travel destinations we're not able to have on IMS. We're able to actually go through them and have our members go visit those countries. We have Paris, France. We also have the Pacific Islands like Samoa, Australia, New Zealand, which is nice. A lot of those vacation destinations.
Wow.
So
Now you just mentioned something that my wife is going to go crazy about. I didn't know all of this. But we have people that are watching us from all over, not just Las Vegas, but all over the country, all over the world, as a matter of fact. And can people be a part of it if they live outside the United States?
yes, definitely.
So anywhere that you live in the world, you could actually be a part of.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Just as long as, again, we have all the correct information, get them signed up. It's items we know that we can sell for them, things that, also at the same time, we want them to be able to reinvest their trade in items that they want. So we want to make sure that it is something useful for them.
Oh, very cool. Well, here in Las Vegas, you have people from all over the world that come in here. That some of them have
Very diverse.
huge businesses, all kinds of businesses, right?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's fabulous. So how did you get involved in all this?
It was really funny because my previous place of employment, when I was looking for a sales position, that's what I've had basically my majority of my career has been in sales, inside and outside sales. So I actually was just looking online. I searched it up. I started doing more research on it because HR reached out to me. And so I started doing some research on it. And it was really interesting. At first, it was a bit confusing because I was confused with how they get their trade dollars, but not realizing that I'm basically a personal banker for them. So,
Yeah, right.
So yeah, but I mean, it turned out really well so far. It's been incredible experience as far as in all the clients I come across, which is really nice. It's very diverse. That's the thing that I love about my job. It's different. I deal with different types of customers, businesses, personalities, which makes my job more fun. Sometimes it can be challenging, but that's the best part that I love about it, honestly, is the ones that I get to try to overcome things that they're not able to find, and then once I'm able to find that certain item or service for them, that's what makes my job rewarding, is to see how happy they are that they're able to save their cash for something bigger that they might maybe need for utilities, rent, 'cause those are things that we're not able to cover, but at least we're able to save them in other areas where they're not able to cover themselves.
So what's one of the craziest things that somebody's asked for?
The craziest things is a Corvette, I'd say.
Really?
And what's funny is we actually did
You had
end up,
one?
yes, we did have
You
a
actually
client.
have cars?
Yeah, we do have clients that do sell their cars.
Wow.
We do have some clients that actually like independent auto stores actually that do sell cars. So and another great thing is we do have a shipping company, so they do freight, packaging. We do have clients that actually ship or even a forklift from one state to another with all on trade, which is amazing because if you pay out of cash, it's over thousands of dollars. That's the great thing, though.
My goodness, well, that's exciting. Well, I know you have a sheet over here. We have a couple things here we want to talk about, but let's take a look at that sheet there that doesn't stand up by itself. But this talks about franchisees. So you can actually own a franchise for IMS. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and how does that work?
You could actually contact our corporate office, get set up with a sales rep. They'll go over all the contracts and whatnot, and then you can go from there. And then once you're set up, you'll have brokers brokering out of the office as well. They'll be setting up training as well.
Wow. So if you're in a city where IMS does not have an office, then that may be something to look at, right?
Definitely.
If you're out there,
cash.
Yeah. Very good. Well, very exciting. And so we have something here that looks pretty exciting too. We have travel gift cards. And how about them? Tell us how that works.
Yeah, so the travel, so we have a travel department. They're based at the corporate office. How that works, you could just reach out to your broker, myself, or even just to them directly, and then get set up. As far as the nice thing with the travel card too is you could actually give that for gifts to family members for the holidays, and they could always call and they could actually set up their itinerary with our travel department. And so as far as with accommodations like hotels, restaurants, entertainment in that area, the one thing we don't cover, of course, is airfare, unfortunately. But I mean, it definitely does add up. So it's really nice to have that hotel expenses covered and entertainment.
So no airlines yet.
Not yet, but that'd be great to have them on.
Well, you're a pretty good salesman. Maybe you can go out and get a couple, huh?
Maybe.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Now, what do we have on this one?
Oh, this is just explaining basically IMS, the breakdown.
Oh,
So,
okay. Okay, well, we'll just leave that there so people can see it. So once again now, if somebody is in Las Vegas, for instance, how do they get a hold of you?
They could just reach again either online or they could contact me on my direct line.
Okay.
We're in the office Monday through Friday, and once they get connected with me, we can get set up. So
Okay, and that
it's a really
number
simple process.
is in Vegas?
It's 702-433-7710, extension 1141.
Okay. And just ask for Sally.
Yes, just ask for me. There's also Kayla in our office. She's amazing. So, yeah, again, she could definitely assist you. Any one of us would be more than happy to take care of your businesses.
So how many customers or clients? What do we call them? Do they clients or customers? Clients. So how many clients do you have?
Well, so far in my base, there's been some changes in the office, so I actually cover it's a little over 900.
Wow.
Yes, in the Las Vegas market. So there is a few that some of our business owners, they actually moved to other states like Arizona, California. I will still cover them, which is nice. So I know it's a pretty high number, but it's definitely manageable.
Yeah, well, that's
Keeps me
really-
busy. Busy's good.
You must be really good at it. Yeah.
I like fast pace.
So out of all those 900, who is your very favorite customer?
That's hard to say because everyone's different in their own unique way,
Yeah.
I'd say. So I'm a people person. So I love talking, getting to know. That's the biggest thing with me is building relationships. You're not going to sell anyone on anything or the company itself if you're not connecting with them or building a relationship, period. So one of them, though, is my favorite is I'd say Real Aloe. It's a great company.
Real Aloe?
Real Aloe. They have great products.
Really?
Yes, they have really good products. Another business owner is Design Emporium. His name is Mark. So he's another great client of ours too, where they have home decor. It's hard to say. I can't say it.
There's 900
I can't
of them.
put my point on. Yeah, I can't point one. Otherwise, I'm gonna get killed tomorrow.
No, I understand. I didn't expect you to name anybody, but that's very interesting. Well, what's one of the weirdest thing that maybe you've seen and that people want to barter?
The weirdest thing I'd say, it's kind of hard to say because we get the most randomest requests. Wow, I can't think off the top of my head.
Maybe some
I'd say
weird
that-
car or some.
I mean, the craziest is definitely like with Shooting for the Stars was like a Ferrari. Corvette was
Wow.
like doable, but Ferrari it's
Somebody
like
actually asked
shooting
for one.
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, again, like it just depends. You'd be surprised. Some people think like there's one client. It's actually out of our market. I think it was in Chicago. Not too sure, but he had a client that said if this broker could go and get him a Rolex, he would sign up right away and see how it goes. And that broker was able to go find him a Rolex. So things like that, like people will be surprised what you could find on IMS. They think like, oh no, it's not, our business doesn't need that, we're fine. But you have to think about it, if you're a business owner, there's a lot of involvement with like janitorial, office cleaning, supplies, things that, again, that takes up a lot of their cash that they could save and just start using trade for. So that's the nice thing. And also, again, it turns around because people just think like, oh, I'm just conserving my cash, but at the same time, it's like, no, you're actually increasing your sales because you're actually bringing more attention to also cash customers, which is the nice thing. So
It's another way of advertising.
yes,
Sure.
definitely.
Absolutely. Well, I would imagine that for people that have labor-intensive businesses, like janitorial services and those types of things, yard, lawn maintenance types of businesses, it's probably just a great way of doing barter.
Definitely.
Because they're all people, right? And they all need doctors, they need dentists, and
Dentists.
and I'm
Cosmetic surgery, you'd be surprised. We even
Really?
have that. Yeah, a lot of ladies go crazy over that, of course.
Wow.
So, I mean, again, anything you could think of, some people are like, oh, you can't get this on, but you'd be surprised. Like, even sometimes, if we don't have it right now, I can guarantee you we could get it later.
Really?
As far as with businesses, that's a nice thing.
How about some of the staples that people use, throughout the year, like groceries, for instance? Is there any groceries grocery stores,
Grocery
or food
stores.
items, or
Food items. So we do actually have a few, depending on which markets. We do have clients that sell like meats. Of course, we have our restaurants. We have some clients that actually sell like vending machine items, snacks. That does add up too, as far as the cost for business owners. So it just really depends. Like we have services that's local. We have Silver Springs Water. They're a great client of ours too. They've been with us for over years. They do weekly services as far as with water services.
They deliver the water. Yeah.
Yes. So again, it does add up. It just depends on what they're looking for. But that's the great thing of having a broker in your state, or it doesn't matter if they're not in that state. At least you know you have. Basically, I think of myself as that business owner's other employee. I'm an extension of their employee list. The only difference is I get paid 6 cents on the dollar of what they trade in. So it's like I'm the cheapest employee you probably would get. So again, like I was strongly advise IMS members to utilize their brokers. That's how they're going to get stuff done. That's again, it's like their personal assistant, I'd say.
My
Of
goodness.
selling and turning around and then doing the purchasing. So
Wow. Well, if you are out there and you have a business in Las Vegas, I would run, not walk, to your phone and get a hold of this. Wait a few minutes until we're done, but I would get a hold of her and get started because it just makes sense, right?
definitely. So
Yeah.
again, I mean, I strongly advise, especially businesses that are starting up. It's a great way to maybe do the calculation of course, like adding up what versus what you're spending versus what you can save in cash. And then, I mean, sometimes it's not for everyone, but at the same time, majority of the business owners, I always strongly advise them they should definitely seek as far as with a trade company, especially with IMS, because IMS is the best right now. So.
What are some of the businesses out of the 900 that we wouldn't normally think about? Are there any
That
kind
would
of
be
obscure businesses that they're part of that 900 group?
That clients wouldn't guess would be.
Yeah.
So I'd say the biggest one is people get mostly surprised with having dental because that's very expensive. So a lot of our dentists, they actually cover majority as far as with being on barter. The only thing we could see as far as with being cash is labs, because that does cost them to actually have to go and create any procedures that they're actually doing. Another thing I'd say is cosmetic surgery. It's actually 100% barter, which a lot of people would not think that, but actually is. So that's another
So you
good thing.
must have a good doctor here in town.
Yes,
that loves
Dr.
bartering.
Zimmerman, Dr. Dana Forte. They're very actually popular in the community of Las Vegas, so they're great. Great people to work with. Again, family businesses, family-owned businesses. So.
Well, I'm going to introduce you to one of my good friends who is a stem cell doctor, and that is something that is going to be so big in the coming years, and he's getting ready to open up a lab. So we'll see if we can
that'd
get him
be
to be
great.
on there. Yeah, that'd be phenomenal.
amazing. Do you know where to find me, Randy?
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about you. So tell us about Sally.
Well, I'm
You're a great salesman.
I'm a great salesperson. It's funny. I could talk about IMS, but when it comes to talking about me, I like choke up a bit.
So where were you born and raised?
Las Vegas, Nevada.
So you're right from Las Vegas? Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm actually Orange County, California is where I was born. Raised in Las Vegas.
Right.
Yeah, I'm very family oriented. My family is like everything to me. So I have two brothers that have families of their own. My mom and my grandmother, who actually raised me, she actually passed away. It's almost actually coming to a year mark on the 28th. And so, yes, I'm very family oriented. It's funny. People will say, "What do you do for fun?" I'm like, "Oh, hang out with my family. That's my fun. Being outdoors,
That's wonderful.
Just being with family. That's everything to me."
Yeah. So you have a particular ethnicity, I understand, right?
Yes, I'm Samoan.
Samoan.
Yes.
And have you weren't born there, but your parents were?
Yes. Yeah. So both my parents, my mom and dad, from Samoa. So, being from the islands, coming to America, it's definitely pushed for me and my brothers to want to do better. Being on a small island, they don't have that much to offer. So, you could ask any other Polynesian kid for their parents to come to the States is a huge thing. Everyone wanting that American dream, So definitely, I guess you could say it molded me and my brothers to be hard workers. I see my little brother; he works in the oil fields.
Wow.
Very smart, very hard worker.
Is he in Alaska? Or?
He's actually in North Dakota.
Oh, North Dakota.
Yeah. So, and then I have my oldest brother. He works for Southwest Airlines. Very hard worker. He's been there for about, I'd say, 20 years. Has 2 cute little boys. My little brother has a cute little daughter. So yeah, they have great spouses. And then I also have my boyfriend. He comes from a great family as well.
And he's Samoan.
And he's Samoan too, which
wow.
is. Yeah, the family's actually very diverse. I'm actually the only one that's actually dating, that's with another Samoan. My other brothers, their wife's Filipino, and then we have one that's half white, half black.
Uh-huh. Wow. So what's Samoa like?
It's a beautiful island that I'd love to visit when I get a chance. It's my youngest brother that actually got a chance to go with my parents to the island. So, but that's definitely on my bucket list to go see.
Oh, so you have not ever been there?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So, but I do plan on hopefully eventually soon going back to the motherland because I've heard so many great stories from my grandmother, from my mom. So, it's definitely, and same thing with my boyfriend. Both of his parents are Samoan. From American Samoa, so it's definitely a place that we both plan on. Maybe, hopefully, our future honeymoon. That's a place that we'll go to.
Maybe. Well, let me tell you about this company I know about. It's called IMS Barter, and they do travel. And they just might get you there.
Which they can, which is amazing, and I didn't know that until I actually visit corporate office. So I do plan on taking advantage of those benefits.
So let's talk about the travel, because that's really interesting in my household. And tell us how that works. So we get, we sell things, we accumulate the barter
trade
dollars, the trade dollars, and then we can trade them for travel. Do we have to work with a travel agent, or do you have your own travel agents?
We have our own travel department. Okay. So you just reach out to them. We actually, on our website, on imsbarter.com, everyone has 24 access to it. It actually shows quite a few listings on there of what we have. But it's always best to contact your broker, I'd say, because it's not always updated, so it's always good to double check and see what other options we have available for that client. So you just contact the travel department. They'll go over what options we have, and they'll basically set up your whole itinerary, which is nice. And our travel department's pretty great as far as with getting things booked. In some cases, it's always good to have backup plans. So they always have like it's not just one option. It's going to be an ABC, basically, that the client will be able to choose from. So
it can pretty much travel anywhere in the world.
Basically, yeah, we've covered majority. I'd say I was surprised when I found out that we even had Europe. So I know we have places in Paris and France, which is nice. I know it's still working our way of expanding to the other countries. We have Puerto Rico, Mexico, that I could think of at the top of my head. So,
wow.
But it's definitely been expanding.
Very, very cool. Well, I just want to make sure that people that are watching us that have a business that are just now learning about the barter and how it works. And so you said that all the trades are done in retail dollars, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I have a restaurant, you come to, I don't have to give you a discount or anything like that. If my meal is $14.99, then that's what we're trading for.
Yep,
right?
$14.99.
And then when I go to my dentist, I pay just the regular rate. I don't pay more or less, right? Just the regular rate.
Yes. Yep, our retail price.
And nobody adds more to they don't jack up the price, or it's just...
Well, we would hope that the clients would follow by the rules, but that's where we come into play. In certain cases, I'm not going to say like, oh, we're perfect, it doesn't happen. In cases it does happen, but when it does, that's when our brokers come into play, and that's where we actually correct it and basically just go over as far as with what needs to be, just to be fair to all the IMS. Because if you're an IMS member, if I'm signed up with IMS and I'm a business owner, and there's a client that's doing 50-50 cash and trade or double charging me, it's not really fair, especially if I'm part of this organization where everyone's doing 100% barter. I'm doing 100% barter, and it's not fair. Again, it's something that it's nice to have brokers or even regional managers like Carol that will nip it in the butt and correct it real quick. So again, it's 100% barter.
Well, very good. Well, for those people that are watching us right now, Let's do a little test, okay? Let's see, because I think you're really great, and let's see how good you are. But give them a little sales pitch about why should they be a part of IMS Barter.
Okay. Well, you should be part of IMS Barter because, again, it's the best way to conserve your cash. Not only that is increase your sales as far as with, oh gosh, you just you put me on the spot. Usually I'm like nip it in the butt and I like got it, but no. So let's start all over again.
No,
So
you're doing
increase
good.
your sales. Again, we're the biggest barter company in the world, so I mean we could definitely take care of your needs as far as with business, personal. You should definitely get signed up with me because you'll be able to work with me, so it'll even be better, and you have a great support system as far as with corporate. So again, the IMS community is a great community to be in with all the other clients. You can even reach out to them yourselves, see how they feel about IMS because we do have great reviews. So again, you should be with IMS. It's the best way to conserve your cash and increase your sales.
Good job. My goodness. And I think the number one reason, if you live in Las Vegas, is because of this young lady, right?
Exactly, because
You
you'd get to deal with me on the daily, and you'll hear me every day because I know Randy.
And you get to be your assistant. You're really an assistant to them.
Yeah, basically,
Yeah.
a free personal assistant. Just think of it that way.
Yeah. So do you have people that call you like every day?
Yeah, or even on my cell phone, which is fine. I don't mind it honestly, because again, like I just want to make sure they're taken care of and just move on to the next.
So you were willing to go the extra mile.
Yeah, definitely.
That's great. Well, I assume there are other Sally Hunkins in other parts of the country that are doing the same kind of thing. Probably not quite as good as you, but just a little bit less.
Thank you.
But I'm sure they're. I mean, this is available everywhere, right? Wherever there are offices.
Yeah, definitely. All our brokers are amazing. A lot of them, of course, even though I'm still newer, you could say to the company, there's a lot of them that's had 10 years plus experience. Carol being one of them. She's been with the company for over 10 years. So again, everyone, I'm still learning. I'd still say I'm like the rookie and I'm just learning still from the vets. So I'm not quite the best yet, but thank you, Randy.
Now, we talked about that there are franchises that are available, and so somebody can purchase a franchise in another area that where there isn't one right now.
Yes.
Now, I'm assuming you have a franchise. You have someone who owns your franchise here in Vegas.
Yeah, that would be the corporate office.
Oh, so you're a corporate store.
Yeah, corporate store.
Okay, so some of them are corporate. And
We
some
actually
aren't.
recently signed up one. That would be in Salt Lake City, Utah. They
Oh.
just signed up, so they're a franchise. Vegas, Colorado, California, off the top. There's so many states. We're all part of corporate. So
Great. Well, I know we have a lot of people that watch us from Salt Lake, so that would definitely, for those of you who are out there, jump in, and I'm sure that's. Do you know who has that franchise there?
I believe his name is David.
David.
Or actually, sorry.
Oop.
You know what? You could get back to me on that.
Well, just call him.
Y'all,
Just
and
call
I
him,
could double check because I believe I'm actually mixing up the offices. But yeah, I haven't actually been able to be in direct contact with them. So, but yeah, you could definitely call me and I could find that information for you.
Yeah, that'd be great. So just give them a call and tell them that you saw Sally on our show, and I'm sure they'll take really good care of you, right?
Yes.
So what else should we know about IMS? Did we leave anything out?
I'd say again, the biggest thing is that we get requests as far as with business owners is advertising, marketing. We talked about traveling, the services that they could get, products, hard good items. And again, it's 24-hour access that they have. We have a mobile app, the website. They have their brokers. So it's definitely, I mean, some clients, they're just quick and they're fine with just going on their own. Some do need a little hand-holding to the whole process. So again, it's a very simple process as far as with coming on to IMS. Everyone's very welcoming as far as with the other clients too that we have. We do have one of our clients, Beasley Broadcasting. They actually hold a social networking event every first Tuesday of the month, which is a great way too for other IMS members to come out. It's actually not only IMS members, it's their other business companies that they actually work with. So it's a nice networking event for us to actually bring on more clients, and then another vice versa for IMS members to get more cash customers too.
Wow. So that happens here in Vegas
Yes, every first Tuesday of the month.
every first Tuesday. And where do they hold that?
At
Does it
the-
rotate, or is it in one place?
Yep, at one place. It's in downtown Fremont Street, the Commonwealth.
Oh, okay. So that's the first. Say it again. The
The
first
first Tuesday of
Tuesday.
every month.
First Tuesday.
Mhm.
Okay. So even if you're not a member, you could come there and
Yeah,
meet you. Are you
any-
there every time?
Yes. So
Okay.
I attend these events every month. It's a great way, again, for networking with other business owners. It's not only IMS members, there's other businesses over there as well that networks with each other.
Wow.
So they have refreshments, and so it's good. It's a good time, and it starts at 5:30 p.m.
5:30.
Yes.
Okay. A couple hours probably.
Yeah.
Well, very good. So, I don't know. We cover pretty much all of it. I think we just got to go out and sign up people now.
Yeah,
tell everybody, tell the
definitely.
world about this.
Exactly. Tell all your friends or any of the business owners.
You know,
Gene Woods should be with IMS too.
Yes, absolutely. I will definitely tell Gene, and I tell my doctor friend about with the stem cell lab, and I have a lot of people that really should be a part of this. Yeah, for sure. You mentioned some other kind of industries, but out of all of the, let's take your 900 clients that you have. What block of, is there one area of business that that appeals more to bartering? They're more of one type, more restaurants, more dentists, more doctors, more.
Out here, I'd say
Uh-huh.
the biggest one is our entertainment. We have a lot of entertainment.
Yeah, that would make sense here.
Shows. Yeah, especially for Vegas. Again, we're one of the tourist destinations for a
Sure.
lot of people. So that's, of course, it's Vegas. Everyone thinks Sin City. So it's
Yeah.
appealing to a lot of clients, especially the ones that are on the East Coast. So I would say that's our biggest, is the shows.
Yeah, for those of you who are not in Vegas, Las Vegas is really a pretty normal town. It does have two. It has the Strip, and it has
Triple-digit weather.
and it has downtown. But a lot of people think, you live in Las Vegas, you're just gambling every day, and you're living in a
No.
casino, and
Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah.
more to Vegas, I'd say. People think that's the only thing when they come, like, oh,
Yeah.
the clubs, gambling, drinking, but no, there's definitely more to it.
it's a pretty normal town outside of the Strip. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So what kind of shows can you get through the barter?
We have big casinos like Venetian. That's one
Oh,
of the
really?
nice. Yes, we have
Uh-huh.
Human Nature. We have the Variety Show that's in Planet Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Vegas the show. We also have magic shows. It's nice because with the shows, it caters to both like family, couples, and just someone like
The whole gamut.
Yeah, I guess you could say everything.
Uh-huh.
It caters to, like, we have magic shows for the kids. We have more adult magic shows or hypnosis shows, the dancing, singing Broadway shows, which is nice, and comedy shows. I know that's a big one
Mm-hmm.
for both family and that's family and kid friendly, and then also the ones for the adults. So that's the nice thing.
How many restaurants do you have in the program here in Vegas?
Restaurants, restaurants, to be honest, actually, that's the one we're trying to build up with our
Mhm.
market. We currently have, out of the 900, you believe it or not, we actually have about seven
Oh,
restaurants. Yeah.
only 7,
So
wow.
that's the one that we've been putting focus on. Our sales team been doing a great job of putting full force focus since me and Kayla's been back in the office, as far as with building that part up. So
Yeah, I would think it'd be
entertainment
natural.
we have down.
Yeah.
It's just restaurants is where our sales team has actually been putting their focus on.
No, it won't take you long. That sounds like a no-brainer for restaurants.
Yeah, definitely.
So what restaurants do you have on the program
We
for
have-
those that live in Vegas?
Yeah, we have Casa de Amore. It's fine dining. It's a great, if you haven't been to Casa de Amore,
I have not.
you should
No.
try it. It's a great place.
I will.
Great food, environment itself. The service is amazing too. They have someone that actually sings there like every day. So it's like a live show.
Uh-huh.
And then we also do have Pompous, that's in Planet Hollywood,
Uh-huh.
Brazilian Steakhouse. We have Pizza My Dear, Sammy Pastrami, Boulder Dam Brewing, Coffee Pub, and Divine Cafe.
I know the coffee pub very well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're regular there.
It's been
They
there
have-
a long time. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of friends that go there.
Oh, okay. It's a great place too.
Great place. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't complain. It's a great place.
Yeah. Well,
Have you tried any of the other ones? Boulder Dam Brewing. I actually personally haven't been there myself.
actually
but
have
I've
been
heard
there,
great.
uh-huh.
Oh, okay. I've heard great
Yeah.
reviews on them. I know I need to make my way out that way, so I
Yeah.
could actually give you a full review. So
Yeah, well, that's really great. Do you also review some of the places when you go out to see them?
Yeah, well, it's nice. I always say, well, Carol always tells us it's good for us to go meet with the clients and actually not just over the phone, because of course we're inside sales, so we're always in the office. So it's always good to go meet our clients or test out what things they have, products and services. So it's nice because I would be able to turn around and give a great review for them to someone that's coming on new, that's signing up, so that they feel more comfortable versus me just saying, oh yeah, they're great, and then they come back and tell me that the service was horrible. So I definitely like to make sure I test it out myself so that I could actually give them that review.
Oh, that's great. Well, you mentioned you had a fiance, right?
Future fiance.
A future fiance. Okay, future fiance. So, any wedding bells going to be happening soon?
Eventually, yes, soon, I'd say. Just working on saving up. My family, if it doesn't work, my family will probably disown me. That's how much they love my future fiance. But he's amazing. He went to school at CU. He's a buff. And of course, he went to play football. Unfortunately, his career.
Samoan, of course.
Yeah, of course, exactly. We were just talking about too, like how majority of the NFL is Polynesians.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
That's why they're all here instead of over there.
Exactly. So, but yeah, I know he played football. His little brother actually plays at UCLA too. Jacob Tuotu Mariner. You guys should check him out. He's great too. But yeah, he played at CU. His career ended early though because he had 3 torn ACLs.
Oh,
but at the same time, he's still amazing. He still finished school. He's still working hard, and not a lot of people would probably, especially with that amount of injuries, probably wouldn't have finished school. They probably would have thrown in the towel. But he's definitely amazing.
Yeah.
He's a hard worker. So, and he comes from a great family that my family loves. So.
Yeah, he's going to need stem cells with his injury. I'm going to have to introduce him to my doctor friend.
Yeah, you probably should. I probably will need that number after.
Absolutely. So you must be related to a lot of the famous football people, huh? Because Samoa's pretty small.
Yeah, Samoa's pretty small, so it's like that saying, like, everyone's related. So I definitely had to run a thorough background check with my grandmother before I dated him.
And she knew his family?
It's funny though, because me and his sister are friends, really good friends. That's how we met each other, was through his sister. So, and again, he comes from a great family. We have the whole same family values. I know everyone's like, oh, she's young. She probably doesn't know that much, but we've been together over 5 years, like almost 6 years now. So.
Wow.
So yeah, I've watched a few of your shows though. I'm taking more tips, Randy.
Okay.
From the marriage counseling one with your wife.
Oh, that was a pretty good show, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a great show. I learned a lot.
Did you?
Yeah.
What was the number one thing you learned?
I like the fact, as far as what is that book that I actually was going to ask you more about? It's
his needs. He wins, she wins.
Yeah, he wins, she wins.
His needs, her needs.
Yeah, and one thing that your wife mentioned as far as with how it's like a love bank. That I did like, because I never thought of that analogy before, how it is true a lot of couples do more withdrawals than deposits, and as far as with compromising, because I know that with any relationship in general, whether it's with your spouse or your partner or family
or business.
Business. It's all about compromising, building that relationship, meeting halfway. I used to think in my head, to be honest, I was a bad one. I used to think 90% was, oh, me, it's my way or the highway. Right. Then I got some words of wisdom from my grandmother that I needed to wake up. So I'm still learning. You and your wife's marriage, was it 20 years? Is it over 20 years?
Yeah,
so that's definitely goals that I plan on hitting with my future fiance. So.
Absolutely. Well, I want to have it way more than 20 years, but I'm sure it'll be a number of decades probably. Yeah, it sounds like you are on the right track. You know, you have great skills, human relation skills, and I cannot imagine you not having just great things happening to you in your life.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, we only have a couple minutes, a couple seconds left, and any last words of wisdom for us?
Words of wisdom, I'd say sign up, reach out to me. Again, my name is Sally Hunkin. Please do feel free to give me a call anytime. I'd love to work with you guys.
And once again, that number is?
702-433-7710, extension 1141.
Okay, and let's do the website one more time.
It's www.imsbarter, that's BARTER.com.
And IMS stands for International Monetary Systems.
Yes. So me or Kayla Trevino can definitely take care of you.
Perfect. Well, Sally, thanks for being with us, and thanks for sharing all about IMS and about how it can work for business people, and sharing a little bit about your personal life too. Thank you for doing that, and just I know that people are watching can't wait to give you a call and have a chance to meet you in person.
Okay.
So,
well, thank
thanks
you
for
for
being with
having
us.
me, Randy.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next week, same time. Bye-bye, everybody.